Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Natalie Portman, she is style, she is class.
What a woman. The Black Swan.
Have you seen the film that she's in as a child? Black Swan is extraordinary. As a child, The Professional, I believe it's called.
Is that like an action film?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
She's like 9 years old and carries the entire film. She's in another film called, I think, Beautiful Girls or Beautiful, I think so. And I just love her in everything.
Leon the Professional.
Yes.
What a throwback.
Yeah. I think that was where we first got to know her, and she's been extraordinary ever since. So it is no surprise to hear that this classy lady likes living in Paris more than she likes living in Los Angeles, because last time I checked, she was a human being. Who wouldn't prefer to live in Paris? That's one thing I don't understand about Tina Arena, because she is huge in France, a massive French pop star, huge. Can't walk down the street.
Wow.
And yet she lives in Melbourne.
Oh, Tina, go and move to the third.
I think she will. Oh, I think she will. She says, Natalie Portman says that she finds the people here are actually pretty friendly. I thought so too in Paris.
I'd love to hear that, because French people get such a bad rap, and the couple of times I've been, they're so lovely.
I have absolutely no issue.
They're just used to dealing with idiot Americans.
And she says all the kids are so nice. She goes, Americans overseas are a real problem.
It's a problem.
All her kids' friends come over and they say, bonjour, madame. And they give me the bis, the cheek-to-cheek kiss. It's lovely. I wouldn't come home either, mate. Stay where you are. Hey, let's talk about 50 Cent. He got angry. Nice choice, Jack.
Haven't heard this for a while.
Yeah, normally people go in the club.
Nah, it's too basic and predictable.
I endorse this choice. I love this song. I mean, is there anything more foul than a middle-aged white woman dancing in her kitchen to PIMP? I mean, that is... You know, I just know that if I was enjoying that while I was making the lasagna, Leo would walk into the room from the hallway, take a look at me, and walk straight out again.
Yeah.
And I'd say, go find somewhere cheaper, mate. That's what I'd say. Anyway, 50 Cent, he got a bit cranky because he saw a jeweller was using the 50 Cent name on items that looked exactly like 50 Cent's products.
Oh, that's shifty. And Fiddy doesn't like shifty business. He'll call you out on Instagram over it too.
Absolutely he will. I mean, when you look like that, you've got nothing to be afraid of ever. Ever.
Doesn't even need to show up to people's houses anymore or like go to his lawyer's office. He just takes it to Instagram and deals with it.
Deals with it himself. I love that. He's a DIY. Anyway, his people or him contacted Maksud Agajani from Tracks NYC, who'd been making all this counterfeit stuff, and he said, stop it. And oh my God, the mea culpa that came from this man. He says, I, Maksud Agadani, this is a published letter, president of Tracks NYC, I'm writing to express my sincere and heartfelt, I mean, he makes these in his kitchen, come on.
You're a jewellery shop
I'm
employee,
writing
bro.
to express my sincere and heartfelt apology. I acknowledged that I used your name. Anyway, grovel. It works. 50 Cent dropped all charges.
There you
but
go.
You got to be careful if you're buying stuff that looks like it's real and it isn't. I give you Exhibit A. These are a pair of three-stripe Adidas from Bali. And I had them out on the kitchen table. Peg was putting them on. She goes, these look so real. I said, I've heard they've come from the real factory. They are really them. They're the same. Anyway, she does them up. The shoelace goes straight through the hole
Oh no, she's broken them.
just by doing them up.
Wow.
So be careful what you pay for, Ibu.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's do this.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
What do you want first? I want to talk about Glenn Close.
Yes.
So Glenn Close is an actress that's been in, stacks of great movies for many, many decades. She's a wonderful actor. Probably most famous for Fatal Attraction back in the day
Okay.
with Michael Douglas. Have you seen that?
I think I have, like, years ago, though.
It's a ripper. It's got, have you heard of, if you refer to an unhinged woman as a bunny boiler?
Yes, yeah.
That's where that comes from.
Got it.
So she was the bunny boiler in that film. Anyway, she is starring in a new TV show. It's on Hulu in America.
Disney Plus here.
Disney Plus here. We are eagerly anticipating it because the cast is next level. Glenn Close, as I mentioned, Naomi Watts, and Kim Kardashian. We talked about it yesterday. It's called
All's Fair. The trailer
Fair.
dropped yesterday, so it will come to Disney Plus. I think they're saying spring of
and it's
this year.
loosely a group of women lawyers come together to form a company that represents women. It's women representing women in this all but unfair world. Anyway, of course, whenever anybody who's famous for something else tries to do something else, everyone is very critical. Kim Kardashian, for example, trying her hand at acting. Everyone's like, she can't act. Can she? Let's ask Glenn Close.
What did you think of Kim K's acting skills?
I was so impressed by Kim, and I say that absolutely sincerely. I think she does her homework. She has great people around her, which says a lot.
Yeah.
She is not a prima donna. She was studying for her law exam during some of the setups. She has a lot of balls in the air.
Exactly.
She must get her work ethic from her mom.
Yes. And I think her dad worked pretty hard
Yeah,
too
that's true.
as a lawyer. The show looks so good, and it's interesting. On The Kardashians, which is also on Disney Plus, you got to see Ryan Murphy approach her about wanting to do a series with her.
Tell me.
About 2 years ago, I think, was when they would have shot it. And she was like, when do I find the time to do this?
What did Ryan Murphy say? How did he table it?
That he had this idea because it sort of almost comes natural to Kim, given she has such a great relationship with her lawyer, given all of the stuff with Kanye and her ex-husband, Chris
she spent a lot of time in the courtroom. Had she, by that stage, acted in American
Yeah,
Horror
I think
Story?
she was filming that at the time they filmed this scene.
So they wouldn't have known.
That she was
He
this
wouldn't have
good.
known that she was good.
Probably not,
I love
although
that.
I think he does.
I love it when people take a chance on somebody else or see something in somebody that's going to translate and act on it, you know, give someone a chance. I love it. I can't wait for this show. Let's talk about Kelly Clarkson. Talk about, somebody that gave something new a crack. She's a singer and now she's an unbelievably successful talk show host.
Yeah, she doesn't want to do it anymore, but that's okay.
Well, I think everything has its run,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah.
How many years has she done it? It's going to be one of those shocking numbers like 14 years
No,
or
I
something.
think it's like 8 or 9 years.
That is astonishing. Anyway, she performed at the Hard Rock Live event in New Jersey at the weekend. Sellout crowd, of course. I'd give anything to see that woman sing live.
I know,
just
right?
want to hear it with my ears. Anyway, she admitted to the audience that she'd got in a fight with HR at her TV show about the change in her body, about how much weight she'd lost and how she talked about it.
They also say you're not allowed to say someone looks attractive. And I say, that. I want everybody that passes me to go down. And they were like, well, it might make people feel bad that they look bad before. I was fat before it, so I'm saying I want you to say, damn.
She sounds loose.
She does, doesn't she? It's an interesting question, isn't it?
And I think it's so subjective. It depends on the person.
But I think there's a way to say it.
You're right.
You know, as somebody that looks very different to how I used to look. I've had people say to me, do you remember that actor
Yes.
whispered something in my ear? You
That's-
don't say that.
No. That is highly inappropriate.
You don't say that. I'd love to tell HR that. But a few people have said things that I like because you know what they're saying,
But they've done it in a
but it's
pleasant
not.
way.
It doesn't make you feel embarrassed.
You're looking really healthy.
Yeah, or Karnong, last
Yeah.
time I saw him, said, gosh, you look strong.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I love that because I am really strong.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I just feel my biceps and I'm
Yeah.
like, you are a beast. You're like Linda Hamilton. You're like Linda Hamilton from, the Terminator. I like words like
Strong's
that.
a great word. Tell you who else is strong? Kanong. I have to do PT after him, and I'm like, don't watch me work out, man. You are ripped.
He is... Do you watch him on Instagram? His recipes... He's my favourite. He is in my algorithm every single day. And does anybody enjoy a Slurpee soup with noodles more than Kanong? I don't think so.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.